I don't remember what happened last night. I've totally forgotten pretty well. I remember some of it, but after a certain time, it's a black hole of memory. I do not remember anything that happened like fairly soon after I got to that. Like, what was the name of that place? Flips or something it was called. Chud got drugged and so obviously we'll talk about the debate. I'm sure you guys want to poke some fun at me for that. But yeah, so I got to the bar, and I was just kind of, chilling, talking to people, and Pixie mentioned that she was going to go live, and I was like, listen, good luck with the stream. I don't really want to be on stream, I don't want to. I just want to kind of chill tonight, okay? I don't want to do anything like that. No disrespect, but I just want to have a few drinks and relax. Now, I do remember being on stream at some point, but I don't really remember what I said or what I did. I remember doing an arm wrestle. I remember arm wrestling and getting smashed by like 3 muscly guys arm wrestling. I remember going, hey, let's have a fucking arm wrestle. But I remember going on to stream and I said something, but could anyone tell me what I said? I think I might have been a bit racist, and there was a black guy there. He was like in the group with us. Oh. Are there any clips? Did I get laid? No. Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Nothing happened as far as I remember. You said blacks are retarded. Oh my god, dude.
I don't just say hi.
Can I say anything racist?
Yeah.
Okay.
And say that ours are a lot.
If we deported 16% of the blacks, there'd be no more crime. And blacks are retarded. Okay, shit, okay. Sorry. No, I didn't. That's fucking bullshit. There's no way. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember getting on stream and saying anything. Yeah, I said about the black thing. That was a question. I asked that as a meme at the BaitCon thing. I remember getting there, having a couple of drinks. The thing is that, so apparently it was some thing where I think Pixie had gotten like a influencer thing, and as long as the meal was streamed and stuff like that, I think it was all gratis. I think it was all free. And the guy kept coming over going, hey, do you want some more drink? Do you want another vodka drink? I was like, yeah, fucking bring another one over. You doing Jaeger bombs? Yeah, get a Jaeger bomb. You doing some sort of lemon shot? Yeah, fucking let's go. Anytime I got offered a drink, I was just like, yeah, let's fucking have it. It just got absolutely fucking battered. Yeah, it was, so I was obviously not so erudite, Pixie. Destiny turned up after his debate. We actually had a little debate. I don't think it was on camera, but I talked to him about the guy that shot the YouTuber at the mall. God, Destiny's subreddit's full of absolute fucking bores, isn't it? Bores and nerds. Oh, Chud, you say that joke all the time. Yes, because racism is funny. I don't know what to tell you, okay? Oh, Chud's being racist again as an edgy joke. Fucking nerds. Jesus Christ, man. I don't even remember that. Also, I was fucking drunk. I don't even remember saying it, okay? If I was sober, I probably wouldn't have said it. Also, wait a second. It wasn't that on the... Wait a second. Wasn't that on that progressive voice thing as well? I think someone said. Yeah, I think I mean, because the thing is I didn't want to get involved in all the progressive voice, paid political streaming. It's not really my cup of tea. Oh, progressive victory, yeah. I was, you know, I didn't really want to get involved in all that, and then I just went on and said that, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you for the $2. Hey Henry, how's it going? Drunk person speaks a sober mind. No, I wasn't. I didn't. No, okay. I was just fucking around. Okay. No, I didn't. I just ended up going out for drinks instead. I got a Caesar salad and had like 3 bits of chicken and didn't eat the rest. I just wanted to drink. I wasn't interested in eating. I literally just wanted to drink. Oh yeah, I did see the Matt Dillahunty stuff. Yeah, Andrew Wilson went. Andrew Wilson was being a little bit naughty, wasn't he? A little bit cheeky. Yeah, I heard there was a bit of a disaster on the headline debate of the religious stuff. Look, my take on it is really simple. Okay. Was Andrew being obnoxious? Yeah. I mean, at one point, didn't even turn to the audience and like start berating them as well. He said like, "The energy in here is fucking terrible" or something. But yeah, it feels like I think someone put it perfectly when they said it looks like Matt Dillahunty researched everything except his opponent. That's just what Andrew does. That's just Andrew's whole shtick, you know. So yeah, I think that I think it was a bit of a bad show. I mean, look, I can understand, you know, Matt being annoyed with that kind of what was going on, and I do think that maybe Andrew was poking at that because he knew it might get a reaction. Oh, that was you on Twitter. Okay. Yes, it was. I remember. Yes. But like from Matt's perspective, I'm thinking, well, why? You know, you're supposed to be the debate guy. Why not stay and debunk him? Why not stay and go, okay, well, you know, he's talking about the trans stuff. It's not really relevant for da reason, or something like that. But he didn't. He just fucking walked out, and yeah. Sorry you travelled all that way to debate an evasive, immature... Look, okay, we'll talk about that as well, okay. But yeah, I don't know, you know, look, feeling like your personal stuff is being attacked in a debate is going to be fucking annoying. If I felt like someone was trying to discreetly bring up my kids, say, or something like that. I mean, I don't even know if Andrew was doing that. I wonder if he was just doing the trans shit because that's his whole thing, isn't it? He loves talking about the fucking transes. Some people are saying, oh, that was a specific thing aimed at Matt's partner, because Matt's partner's trans, basically. But I don't know if it was that. I just think Andrew often talks about trans shit. So, you know, I think that maybe Matt might have known that if he'd have like looked him up a little bit. But yeah, it was a bit like, you can understand Matt getting annoyed, but if you're a mass debater, you would have thought you'd be like, okay, let me use my magic debate moves. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here's why the trans stuff isn't relevant and why your point is logical fallacy, abductum ergo, blah, 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 blah. But he just kind of walked out. I watched it on the plane and I was like, Jesus, that was kind of entertaining, but kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that, like, it didn't really get that way. And then the funny thing is Andrew then just spent the next hour berating the audience that was asking him questions. And I've got to be honest with you, you know, I said to James, I was like, you were just trying to milk a bit of content out of it, weren't you? Because that's not really right, is it? You just let Andrew just fucking preach to the audience about whatever shit you wanted to preach about when Matt wasn't there anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the VIP's got their money's worth. Also, I thought it was kind of shady to like be shitty to modern day debate. you know, it was a bit diva-esque in my perspective. You know, kind of walking out, or if you want a refund, let me know, and then saying I'm never doing a modern day debate thing again. You know, Matt just seems like a bit of a fucking diva. Like, I get it, yeah, you were pissed off with what happened, but I just could never imagine doing something like that. You know, I had a bit of a rough ride getting there, what with all the travel problems, but I would never have dreamed of like, oh, fucking modern day debate, fuck this up. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird thing to do. It was probably the most entertaining part of the religious day. I didn't watch any of the others, but I'd imagine it was probably the best thing. Yeah, sure, because I heard that apparently there was another time some debater had just fucking shit on his wife or something in the course of a debate, and he was annoyed then. So maybe it's like just a accumulation of things. Oh, thank you for the super chat. £5 thank you. Watched you for 3 years, Jesus. I think so. Here is something small. You know of early people doing this, like Coughlin 666? What, you mean debating, or? So yeah, that's what I thought about the debate thing. No, Matt Dillahunty's married to a trans woman. I can't remember their name. They're on Twitter. Look, we don't need to get into that, okay? Let's not get into the gender stuff right now. Let's put it that way, okay? So let me see if I understand. Matt walked out because he didn't like the argument and moderation. I think from what I understand, to steelman Matt's position, okay? Oh, I'm going to steelman his position for walking out of the debate. I think that he was annoyed that his kind of partner was getting, but he felt his personal life was being brought into it. I don't know if that's true. Obviously, yes, Andrew made a shitty comment as he was walking out, which was kind of in response to being called a jackass. You know, he kind of launched a new. It's like you know when like a kid, a Gaza kid chucks a rock at an IDF soldier, and the IDF soldier responds by shooting in between the eyes. It was a bit like that, because Matt Dillahunty said, "Oh, you're a jackass," right? And Andrew responded by saying, "Have fun with your husband." That was a quote, okay? I'm not misgendering, I'm not transphobic. Fucking hell. I watched it, I was like, ooh, you know, it was fucking brutal. It was literally just a brutal comment, you know? Look, I'm not going to get into the, married as penance to the lefty stuff, as some people in chat are, okay? That's not really what I'm going to do. What I will say is, I feel like Matt did get into the edgier skeptic stuff, and I think he's made headway with the kind of leftoid side of the audience. So I don't think he, because I think he said something. He said he was almost doing this thing later on Twitter where he's like, I'm not going to dignify transphobia with a debate or something like that. That's the kind of vibe that I got from what he was saying. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I think some people felt like Andrew was definitely talking about his partner from the start. I don't know if that's true. To me, it just seemed like, and it's like, what's Andrew Wilson going to talk about in a debate? Religious shit, trans stuff. That's like his whole shtick. Do you know what I mean? That's his whole fucking shtick. So it's like, yeah, if you're going to debate Andrew Wilson, you're probably going to have to talk about trans shit at some point, Chud is self-censoring because he doesn't want to deal with the savages. I'm not self-censoring. Listen, I'm a nice guy. I would never say something like that to someone. I think, listen, I'm a chaser. Okay. Do you know what's funny, right? Do you know what's funny? I get called a chaser by people in my community for no fucking reason. For literally no reason, okay? And then I look in the Discord and everyone's talking about this, right? And someone, naming no names, who regularly calls me a chaser, was like, I just watched that trans woman, this person's an OnlyFans person apparently, I just watched that person get fucked in the ass. You're sat there watching a fucking trans person get sodomized for literally no reason. Okay? And I'm the chaser, apparently. Fucking hell, man. It was Creeman. It was Creeman. Creeman did it. It was Creeman. It was Creeman. He was researching, apparently. He said he was just enjoying a bit of sheeness, I believe. It's not leaking anything. It's in the fucking... You can go and look it up in the Discord if you want. Oh, apparently he DM'd it to Stylo as well. I didn't know about that. So not only did he watch it, he was sharing it. He was also sharing it to people. He wanted others to see it too. Isn't Creeman trans anyway? No, he's Jewish. Easy mistake to make. But no, it was. I mean, it was entertaining to watch. Do you know what was funny about it as well? Right? Look. Obviously, it is like a debate thing. So the energy. I mean, we'll talk a bit about my debate because I tried to like come up with a different angle. But the energy there when I got there, it was clearly like a bit more of like a, you know, debate nerd type thing. You know, like the people there were interested in like the passion of debate and stuff like that. So getting there, it made it even funnier to think that Andrew like was berating the audience in his opening statement and then spent like an hour taking questions and just talking shit on everyone. So, you know, exactly. He it's like Andrew Wilson is like a blood sports guy, really. That's his shtick, isn't it, right? So Andrew turns up and he's just ready for blood sports with all. He's like, "Oh, debate abdo ergo reductum." You know, he's debating that. Oh, but yeah. But yeah, no. I didn't actually get to see Andrew. I literally just missed him, apparently. But I don't know how much I can say. Apparently, he was like chastised quite heavily for what happened. Apparently, he was chastised quite severely. So yeah. Yes, I will do. When I'm back on, when I'm back at my normal stream, I'm going to catch up on all the drama I've missed. Okay. When I'm streaming again properly on my and when I'm my desktop handy again, we'll do it. Well, I think that, you know, I mean, I don't know what the exact issue is. I think that when it got hostile, I don't think they like the way that Andrew dealt with that. And also on top of that as well, I think that they were probably unhappy with like his interactions with the audience. Because at the end of the day, obviously, you know, you guys are wonderful. You're so fantastic and I love you. And you give me money. Thank you for that. Okay, but like, it's like, how do I put this? It's like you're like a customer in some ways. Do you know what I mean? It's like a bit of a weird dynamic. But with Modern Day Debate, those people have paid to be there. They've paid like they're literally customers. They're like customers way more than a normal streaming audience would be. And I think that, you know, obviously, it's like Andrew got paid to be there. He was, you know, arguably shitty to another debater in some of his comments, and then he started berating the audience that had paid in some cases like hundreds of dollars to be there. I don't know. It's like, look, it was an interesting debate strategy. Let's put it like that. It was an interesting dynamic for like someone to do with people that have paid money to be there. To just be like, it was so vicious to people. I know it's not funny. Okay, it was really bad. I disavow Andrew Wilson. Okay, I fully disavow. So yeah, no update on the Twitch ban. Hopefully, I'll get an update later. Maybe I might stream a bit when I get to Miami. But yeah. Well, this is the thing. It's like, you know, Andrew Wilson is a niche internet racist celebrity, okay? And I feel like if you invite Andrew Wilson, you get Andrew Wilson. That's just what he's like, you know? He's like a, you know, straight talking Christian right-wing guy, you know? And it's not even like he's edgy. He just has got beliefs that some people find horrendous, right? That's what you're going to get. You're going to get a sort of abrasive, vitriolic, obnoxious right-wing guy. Like, that's what Andrew is. So it's a bit weird to like invite him and get that and be like, oh, Yeah, of course. It's like debating. It's like, Andrew Wilson in many ways is like Adolf Hitler. It's like inviting Adolf Hitler to do a debate and then being surprised when most of their speech is about how the Jews run the world and we need to redact them. Like, yeah, obviously, you're going to get that if you invite fucking Adolf Hitler to your debate thing. So yeah, I just, obviously I can understand the frustration, but you kind of get what you get, So yeah. You debate. What? Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this: if you're a Christian, do you have to bring up trans people all the time? Is that true? I think I do understand the kind of point of the debate. It's like, because it was about what's better for society, and I think Andrew had mentioned like LGBT issues in his opening statement, and I think that, from Andrew's perspective, from his Christian ethics, like he derives ethics from Christianity, and from his perspective, being gay is bad, trans isn't a thing, so he's trying to point out, well, from his perspective, that's just wrong, and you're promoting wrong things, something that is just factually incorrect from his point of view when you do the secular humanism stuff. Anyway, I'm talking more about other people's debates. I'm cucked. I'm getting intellectually cucked right now. And the other funny thing about it as well is, okay, one more point. The final point I make. Clearly, right, Matt had put like a lot of time into this philosophication debate, right? Okay. And very, very obviously he put a lot of thought into his statement. And Andrew Wilson just goes, yeah, well, you think trans is real, and that's a load of bullshit, isn't it? Right? This delusion that a real word. And then what else did he say? He was like, trans people were, deleting themselves or something. It's like, dude. It's bad. It's okay. In principle, that's naughty. Okay, to say it as bluntly as that. But it was entertaining. I think you can't deny that was some entertaining shit that happened. Anyway, let's talk a bit about my debate. So, yeah. I mean, I think you probably saw what happened at the start. I'll be honest with you, I was being, I had to rein it in a bit. I was being a bit obnoxious, but I just immediately was met with resistance to this idea, this concept I was trying to get across, that if someone is like a large content creator on the left, they're like representative of the left. And Leo wanted to make it about the left conceptually, right? And yeah, I should have been a bit calmer about it. I should have been a bit more relaxed. I shouldn't have gotten so agitated so quickly from like a debate perspective. But it was entertaining. It was funny, Yeah, I know. I was stimming. People say it is. It's not stimming. It's just having something to play with in your hands makes it easier to focus. Maybe that's stimming. Maybe that's what stimming is. I don't know. But I don't know. The way I look at it is I could have been a lot calmer and whatever, but that would have been fucking boring. So hopefully it was entertaining. Wait, you were there, Vlad? Did I meet you? I don't know what you guys look like, obviously. I did call him autistic. It was probably a bit harsh, wasn't it? Because the problem you've got is if you're just going to say, well, has the left conceptually gone so far? Well, how, the kind of exhibition of that is people talking about ideas and presenting their ideas. And who are you going to talk about? Are you going to talk about random Twitter account 375 that gets 2 likes on a tweet? Well, no, you're going to speak about the people that are prominent. And the good thing is that eventually I got the chance to lay some of that out and talk about that. Because, and the moderators stepped in and were like, okay, well, let's say if we accept the premise, what is the point or what is the argument? And then I was able to talk about it a bit more. But yeah, it was just so obnoxious to just completely resist the idea that someone like Hassan Piker is not representative of the left. Like, it's like such an obvious point. It was so frustrating to have someone completely deny it. And I think, to be honest with you, it's like we came up, I said it in the, like towards the end of the debate. It felt like we come to discuss two different things almost. Like, yeah, obviously I've come to talk about the more dramatized aspects of it, you know, figures on the left, things they say, dramas and controversies they're involved in. And Leo wanted to come and talk about the conception of the left, you know. But then what was kind of frustrating is, as the debate went on, I was just laying out a point and he'd just go, yeah, I agree with that. And it's like, you agree with what I'm saying? You agree with me? You like just gave a bunch of shit to me to say, yeah, I agree with that, I agree with that, I agree with that. So it's like, we spent all this time arguing about whether Hassan represents the left. But all the things that I'm talking about that are issues, you're just saying, yeah, that's true. You know, it's just so annoying. Like we spent so much time arguing about whether or not Hassan Piker represents the left, where, you know, he could have just said, yeah, sure. Well, what is it you want to say about him? This is my point, right? You know, like I said, he's in the mainstream media now. He's a big representative there. Da 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 da. And then he was agreeing with me. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating initially to have to concede, you know, to deal with that. Yeah, sure. You know, if I was a fucking masturbator, I'd probably have known all that. Unfalsifiable. Yeah. Unfalsifiable. Is that what it is? What does that mean? Explain what that means to me. This could actually be a learning moment. Well, yeah, he is. And, you know, that was a bit harsh, wasn't it? Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Is if you and he did it during the debate, and I tried to point it out when he was doing it. But if you've got this kind of position that it's conceptual and the left can be represented by a whole different bunch of people, you can just cut whole swaths of people out that are absolutely representative of the left. You know, and you can say like, oh, well, tankies, they're not really lefties, are they? Oh, liberals that run California, they're not really on the left. And you can just cut out people here, there, and everywhere, and it becomes like the left are the people I agree with that are good. And if you don't agree with me and you're bad, you're not the left. So, yeah. Like I say, if I was more of a debate guy, I probably could have done oh, well, you see, your principle is actually based on the premise of da-da-da-da. But instead I just called him autistic. And apparently I still won. So take from that what you will, I guess. Well, yeah, they did this vote thing. And what they base it on is like a swing of the vote at the end. So at the start they say, who thinks the left has gone too far, and they count the votes, and then at the end, like, if that swayed you, have you gone more to that side? Yeah, look, I'm not going to badmouth the modern day debate people, you know, and eventually they got to it and got a conversation going. But at one point, it's like, you know, they were just sat there not doing anything, as it was clear that, you know, we're not moving forward with this conversation. You know, Leo was very fucking insistent that Hassan didn't represent the left. I was calling him autistic. Probably could have done. Probably could have gone about that a different way, but it was just like, what, you know, we're not really going anywhere with this. But then eventually they did move it on, and they did start throwing things at us, and then eventually it got to like well, that's the thing, is it like it got to more of a conversation and stuff like that. But then he just agreed with me. He agreed with like literally everything I was saying. So it was like, what is it? I thought this. I said a couple of. We're supposed to be debating. Like, come on, we need to fight. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a kind of weird situation. I didn't really speak to him later. No, I kind of shook his hand at the end, and then he went off, and I didn't see him again after that, really. But yeah, I you know, and then as it went on, I started making these little jabs at him, and it was a bit, like, it was quite clear, like, I don't know, he was like, it felt like I was slapping a baby in the face. Like, I felt like I was just slapping a baby. And because like he clearly wasn't like engaging that much with it, and then it was like, and then I was like saying, I was like, you know, doing my whole shtick, and like people in the audience were laughing, and clearly, you know, it was like there was a bit like a good energy from that, and like, yeah, that's not really his thing. That's not really his style of talking. and it just felt like just towards the end, as it went on, I was just, oh my god, this feels like unfair. This feels like an unfair situation. I'm talking a lot. He's letting me talk a lot, but I'm talking a load. You know, clearly having like good banter with the audience, and he's just kind of sat there. It just felt really awkward and a bit unfair. And then obviously, you know, they did the vote at the end. And I don't really care about the winning, losing thing. That's not really, it's whatever. But it's a bit awkward. And clearly he's very into it. I think he's quite new to the modern day debate thing. I was stimming, as they say. If I'm actually playing with my hotel key card now, because when I used to work for this company called Virgin Media, when you went to like a training thing, they had like toys and stuff on the desk, because they were like a kind of forward-thinking company. And they said that if you've got something in your hands and you're manipulating it as you talk or as you do something, that helps you focus. Which, that was nothing to do with ADHD, that was just what they said. But now people are telling me that means I've got ADHD. So yeah. Stop coping, retard, you're stimming. Okay. You outweigh him by 2 times and look like an added drug fiend. He probably thought you were, no, I'm not a violent man. I'm very chill. Yeah, I mean, you know, people were sort of like, I think before, were like, oh, what's going to happen? It was all chill. It was, you know, everyone was relaxed. Everyone was chatting. There was a chill vibe. There was no bad blood, no animosity. You know, it was fun going out for drinks. I got drunk, obviously, and went a bit crazy on that stream. But yeah, it was good. It was good fun. Socialised. I was on a charm offensive, you know. I was on a charm offensive, and then I went on stream and said something about blacks being retarded. That was kind of insane. And yeah, was I having a go at the women too? I can't even fucking remember that. I remember okay, the less said about that the better, okay? If you know what happened last night because you were watching the stream, okay, good luck to you. I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna move on, okay? But yeah, I managed to get Floydism in there too. Oh, you know, that's the other thing as well. There were certain things that I hoped to get in there, and I was kind of, you know, we ended up having this massive impasse right at the start. So I kind of tried to get it in as the conversation went on later. So I managed to, you know, talk about Floydism. I talked about some of the stuff I wanted to bring up with Israel, Palestine, and some of the atrocity denialism. And obviously there was times when I was saying things, and in the back of my mind I was thinking, surely he's going to have a problem with this. Like, I looked at his Twitter account, and he was like retweeting Jeremy Corbyn calling for a ceasefire. These fucking weirdo Twitter accounts that post misinformation. I retweeted a couple of those, talking about how bad it is to bomb Gaza. And Chud said he didn't like what Brianna Wu was doing. He wasn't being paid. They were, and they shouldn't be listened to, and he hates women. Okay. I was really drunk. That's all I can say. Next, charm offensive needs emphasis on charm and slightly less offensive. See, oh, okay. Well, I mean, what more can I say? That was probably a bit inappropriate to do that, wasn't it? What I do when I'm drunk is none of my business. Being drunk is when you tell the truth. You just lose the ability to hide your power level. Oh. Leo defined leftist or left-wing way that stripped away personhood and thought leaders, except he pushed himself as his own thought leader in Destiny's debate. Oh, did he? Yeah, I mean, because the thing is if I was there, I could have watched that and got even more kind of insight into the guy. But yeah, it's obviously frustrating. Like, I think that there's some things that you just kind of need to accept, I think, to like have a conversation. Like, if we're having a conversation about the right wing, say, not that I'd necessarily defend the right, if someone said that like Tucker Carlson is representative of the right, you know, he doesn't represent every single position all right wingers have, but he's like a significant thought leader and a respected individual amongst the right. You know, that you would just take that and be like, yeah, sure, he's representative of the right. You know, like if you heard Tucker Carlson speaking, you would have some understanding that you're listening to someone that's like a representative of the right, like a thought leader of the right, giving takes and giving perspectives, you know? I'm not drinking coconut and banana drinks. This is some fucking, I just need some energy. So yeah, it was fun. I'm glad he was kind of obtuse because it led to some funny content. But you know, obviously, there was probably like, oh, I think you're doing the excommunicado redacto fallacy, and I think what that means, you know, I could have fucking done some Latin shit, right? This guy fucking knows Latin. Do you know what I mean? I could have pulled out some Latin shit, but instead I just called him autistic retard. Take from that what you will, okay? Honestly, when I was having that conversation, and as it went on, I was like, have I got this wrong? Like, is this like, was it supposed to be about something else? And I've got the wrong end of the stick. Because when I talked to James about it, you know, James said, I think he said something like, well, you know, we'll make it a bit drama-esque or something for your debate, because he knows I do more drama stuff, and that was kind of the middle ground of like a little bit of politics, but a bit more dramatic. Maybe that message didn't get maybe that message didn't get through to Leo, because yeah, obviously I've got no interest in talking about what is the conception of what is the left, what is too far. You know, that's fucking, I don't know, boring, isn't it? He's a nice guy. He's obviously, you know, into the debate stuff. He's got like a lot of actual like metaphysical debates and that kind of thing on his channel. But yeah, thoughts on the audience. When I got there, I mean, you know, when you come to these things as like a streamer, it's when you feel most like a niche internet micro celebrity, because people recognize you and are like, oh, hey man, hey Chud, how's it going? And it's like some people have got this anxiety about coming and saying hello almost. You know, you see them kind of looking at you and clearly they want to come and say hello, but they're a bit nervous about it. And it's weird because I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude. I'm just an old man, really. But yeah, it's like there's some sort of reverence towards you because you're a streamer. And obviously, from your perspective, you're just like, yeah, I'm just a regular guy. So yeah, it's actually, you know, so some people might find it a bit autistic or whatever from the audience's perspective, right? But yeah, I mean, I like chatting to people, and it's fun to meet people that are in your chat and stuff like that. It was weird seeing Internet Man in person. That's what I also said to James. You need to print people's fucking names on their name pass, because, you know, that they know who you are because they watch your fucking stream. And you might meet someone that's a regular in the chat, and you'd be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, good to see you." But you don't know, because it's just a bunch of faces with no names on the name badge. And I think people can be a bit, you know, anxious or a bit shy about saying, "Oh, hey, it's me," and you know, that make it easier, you know. Did you look down your nose at them? No. Look. I think you know, these people have paid a bit of dosh to come out. I think it's fair play to them, you know. I think people expect me to come on and be like, yeah, they're all fucking... No, listen, I don't want to fuck up modern day debates thing, okay? Was there some autism? Yes, there was some autism, okay? But I'm not going to hold that against anyone. Did you get paid to be there? I didn't get paid for the event, but I did get my hotel and travel was covered. Well, the flight was covered. Hello, yes, hello. So yeah. But to be honest with you, it's become like coming out to America for 3 days. It's like the trip's been shortened, so I've flown through like 2 time zones now. In fact, I'm flying to Miami later, so I'm flying to like another time zone, and then I'm flying home the day after. It's like a bit of a fucked trip for me, you know, like coming to America for 48 hours and just totally destroying my sleep schedule. Did you meet anyone interesting? Yeah. I met Leggett Lanius. You guys know Leggett Lanius. He's a known Chud oiler. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, people didn't really introduce themselves by their names, their chat names, or they're people that are just lurkers and they don't really chat that much in chat. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun to chat to your viewers. I think I will get invited back, presuming that the travel isn't too expensive to cover. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think James said to me, you need to chill a little bit, okay? He said, you need to chill out a little bit in the debate, because he said Leo's like a nice guy and he's a bit literal with stuff. So I said, okay, I'll turn it down a notch. Okay? Because obviously he knows I tend to be kind of provocative and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It was good. I enjoy. I'm you know, people. I mean, in some ways, I must say, there were some people within my community that were saying I should sack it off and just go home, and I'm glad I came. But now I'm looking down another trip across the fucking Atlantic down the barrel of a gun, and I'm just like, oh my god, another 9-hour flight on a shitty airline as well going back. It's just like, oh, I might see if there's like a cheap upgrade I can get, because it's like a no frills airline. It's like it's a very, very cheap airline, and I'm kind of a bit dubious, I guess you could say, especially as the travel out was so fucked. Oh man, you know when you get really drunk and you wake up the next day and you've said some shit and you can't really remember what you said, but you know it was probably offensive in some way to someone. I feel like that. I feel like, oh no, what happened? What did I say? I can't even fucking remember. Oh my god, dude. Because someone sent me the clip of the blacks thing. Bro, you was racist. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna. Let's move forward. Okay. No, I don't want to watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. Okay. I'm not gonna react to my drunken ranting. Fucking hell, man. You said all women are whores. Dude, I don't even want to be on stream. I was just wanting to have a couple of drinks and chill out. And then I think I went out of my way to go on stream to just say a bunch of insane shit. I can't. I know. I feel confused as to. Remember, Miss Hazy. It's very hazy at the moment. Did you watch the last debate? I watched a bit of it. I mean, you can see me in some shots. I was at the back, but I was like on Discord, fucking around. But yeah, I watched a bit of it. I mean, I said as much to James, so I'm not speaking behind his back, okay? But I said, like, you've got to like update these topics a bit. Like, they're a bit, has the left gone too far? Biden versus Trump, capitalism versus socialism. These are kind of a bit old hat now. I think if I was doing this sort of thing, I would do it much more about like cutting edge topics. Like you could do a debate about like, was the Hamas attack justified, or who is to blame for the Hamas attack, or something like that. You could do a debate about the Israeli response. Does Israel have a right to defend itself, or something framed around that? Maybe to make it more open-ended. But like that would be a brilliant stuff to get into in a debate. So yeah, I just think that you can refresh it a bit and make it a bit more. I know they're arranged in advance, but you can make it a bit more cutting edge, you know? Why would James do that where you can host the 500th flat earth debate? Dude, I'm thinking back and I'm like, I think I said some insane things. I said stuff I would never normally say, outside of the context of my own stream where we're fucking around and I'm doing a bit or something. I was just saying it on someone else's stream. And this channel, the whole point of it is like, it's like supposed to be this pro-democrat pack or something. I'm just saying the most unhinged shit. What was I thinking, man? Jesus Christ. Oh. Fucking hell. What a disaster. No, I didn't. Basically, I remember we hung around and then it eventually kind of dwindled out. And then I got a lift back. And yeah, I just came to my room. I wanted to have a shower before I went to sleep. Because obviously, I hadn't actually showered since getting off the flight because I didn't really have time. I wanted to go and mingle and stuff. So but I was so drunk, I couldn't. I remember getting back, and I remember just like, I was like going like this, with the tap. It's one of those ones you got to pull out. We don't really do that in the UK. Normally you have to twist it round or something. So I was like some sort of ape, smashing a typewriter, trying to get it to work. I was like that. And then I was like, fuck this, and just went and passed out for a few hours.
Yes, it is sexist, but some sexist I hate women, that is true.
just leave. Then I just walk off. Fucking hell, man. This is why I didn't want to be on stream, because I don't like being drunk on stream. Dude, what the fuck was... Oh my god. That's the annoying thing, isn't it? It's normally when you're drunk and you do some crazy shit. You just it's there. What happens out stays out. But now it's gonna live forever in a video. Okay, listen, let's just move on, okay? That stream never happened as far as I'm concerned. If you want to watch it, by all means do. But I've forgotten about it already. Never happened. But no, I was actually I was talking a bit about, it was funny because I was talking a bit about how, sometimes it's like, you do the whole Giga Chad meme, I hate women, stuff like that. I was saying, it gets a bit, you kind of do it and you're like, sometimes it's like plastering a fake smile and going through this shit one more time. And then I go and do that because I was drunk. Crazy. I was saying it's annoying to do the thing I was doing a couple of hours later sometimes. You sound so embarrassed and full of regret. The reason that I sound embarrassed and full of regret is I like to be in full control of my situation when I'm on stream, right? So I like to be able to think to say something, say it, remember I said it, and that's that. I don't drink or do any drugs or anything when I stream myself because it limits your ability to retain control over your actions, right? So even though it's not a big deal, and it was obviously like late and stuff like that, I don't like the fact that I've drunk and I've done stuff that I don't really remember, and I've not been in complete control of my faculties. That's the thing that I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake about, It's not a big deal. It's just me personally. I don't like not having control of myself in a situation where I'm on a stream. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously. Do you know what it is, right? When you are streaming yourself, it's I can see why. Who was it? Mr. Girl would have a policy where if someone comments on him in any way that isn't about his views, and it's about his appearance, or it's about something he's doing, or about a shirt he's wearing, or an assessment of his action, his movement or something, it would be like, oh, why are you doing this movement today? He just banned them, and it's like, I can kind of see why, because yeah, it's fucking annoying to have every element of you assessed. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Not that I'd ever do that. But yeah, it's annoying. No, listen guys, look, I'm just being over dramatic. There's no problems. There's no issues, okay? Everything's great. I'm sure everything's going to be chill. I just had a bit too much to drink and I was on a stream. That's it. It's all good. There's no issue. I'm just being a bit dramatic. Retarded take if you put a camera on you every day. I don't agree. I think that you know, you're not putting a camera. I mean, if it's like, I don't know, if you put a camera on because you want to talk and do a stream and broadcast yourself, like why? Like why does it matter? Of an aspect of something that you're doing? It doesn't. People just say it because they're fucking annoying, you know.